Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Tony Climbs. It's been a minute. Wednesday I was a little busy, so I didn't get to go climbing, but I went climbing today, Friday, and had a pretty good session. Started off here with this new set on this front wall. Not this front wall, but kind of in like the main room, big tall wall by itself. That's where I started today. Did that red one. Red one was pretty easy. This green one was also very simple here, just able to kind of like step up and skip a bunch of holds. And then this purple one, easiest purple one I've done in this gym in a pretty long time. Really not a whole lot to say about it, but yeah, it's a good climb. And then I did this orange one. This orange one was a solid step up in difficulty, which was nice compared to that purple one. Maybe even V4 might be, I don't know. It felt significantly more difficult, so that was kind of nice. But here, got the right foot up, and then bump that right hand, and then kind of a big move with the left hand there, and then nice solid big hold there to hold onto. And then for this black climb here, some of my friends who are shorter, they did it a different way, which I attempted myself. No chance that I could do that. So hats off to them for being able to do that. But, you know, that is something that I could definitely not do. But I was able to make it work with my leg kind of spanning off over to that volume and then pressing up onto it. And then from here, bump the feet up, hit this little crimp, get the foot over, reach up for this one. And this is a pretty solid hold here. So I was able to just bump the hands, stand up, smack the top. I tried this orange one here. And it was a little scary just because like you don't have like great foot holds or anything, but here I'm just trying to adjust my feet around and everything. And I'm like, okay, a little sketchy, but made it. And then it's like, press up here, get to do a little foot swap. I was happy with the foot swap, got the foot up, reached out, and then I was like, let me grab the arete. I was like, there's nothing to grab onto there. So I failed that, and it didn't feel like, I was like, maybe I try it again, but I don't know. It was a little scary, so I was like, I'm not gonna risk it. So I moved over here to this black one on kind of a more slabby wall in the gym, and I was able to, right here, I'm trying to get my foot over, and you'll kind of see the fruits of my labor there. Able to get that foot over, move the foot up so I can get the left foot on as well. And then here, one of my friends was telling me to put my hand like kind of like in the crack there, which I didn't like looking back at it now, it's like kind of obvious, but when I was on the climb, I was like, I don't know. I didn't really understand what he was talking about. But from here, I was able to stand up. I was trying to be very slow and controlled because, you know, this is my flash attempt. So I was like, and I got a lot further than I expected. So I'm like, okay, cool. Able to get the foot stuck out there, reach across. This time the arete felt like I had something to hold on to, which is nice. Stood up and then kind of did a little reverse pull there and able to match both hands. Up next, we have this black climb here, which last time I worked on it, I only hit this move once or twice, and it was kind of a little sketchy, but I watched one of my friends do this, and I was like, okay, I can try to emulate what he did. And he did a foot swap where my left foot is currently. And so here, I'm trying to do a foot swap. It doesn't go to plan. I fall off. I'm like, okay, bummer. Let me try it again. I was happy that I hit it 2 times in a row because I was like, sometimes when you learn something for the first time, I don't know if anyone else experiences this, you like, oh, I did it this one time, and then all of a sudden you try to do it again and you're like, why can't I do this again? I found that if I like go away from that, like maybe for a day or like a week or whatever, and then come back and try it again, that like muscle memory has like, I don't know, fused your brain cells together or whatever. I don't know. There I fell and I was like, all right. And I slipped and I like almost like my foot almost went in between like the wall and the mat. So I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm not gonna risk it anymore. So I moved over to this black one here. Today was like a very heavy session on the black climbs. It was a great session, honestly, though. This one here was really struggling with getting this first move done. One of my friends was like, you got to just get your hand up higher. And I was like, okay, I'll get my hand up higher. I slipped off there, but I was like, okay, I understand what I need to do now. Get the foot on, bump the hand. Okay, now I got my hand up way higher here, mash onto that, get the right foot up, stand, 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 hook the hands here. Okay, match onto that, do a little foot swap down there. And then now I have to get up to that black hold kind of high up. And I was like, okay, stand up, grab onto this. This feels pretty good. Bump the foot up so I can get my left foot under. And I was like, no, maybe just like this. Again, Colin hooked me up here. He's like, just go for it. I was like, okay, cool. I'll just go for it. That feels great. Step out there. And then here I was like, I wanted to kind of like get up higher, but I was like, can I reach it? I'm like, I'm almost able to reach it. And I was like, let me just step on the wall and jump for it. And I kind of jumped for it. I was like, okay, get one hand up there because it's a great hold. Two hands up there. Felt great. And then this climb downstairs, went to the wave area. This is actually this has got a little bit of a funny story. But here I'm like trying to reach under and like my shirt is getting kind of getting caught on my hand and like the hold and everything. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of a bummer. So I tuck my shirt in here. So this is probably the weirdest I felt, because I normally don't, I don't know, maybe people tuck their shirt in when they work out, but I've never tucked my shirt in when I've worked out. So I thought this was a little, it felt a little weird on the wall, but I was able to make that move. So I was like, okay, I just got to trust the process right now, able to stand up here with that left hand hold and then kind of crimp onto this like gap in the volume against the wall, because there's a hold on the other side of this volume, but I just wasn't able to see it until I got my foot down there. And I was like, oh, I got a hold there. Shift the foot over onto that same volume and to that hold. And then here, this top hold feels great. Mash onto that. Boom. Got it. I was like, okay, let's do this purple one now, just because like it's right here next to the black climb. I was like, might as well. And is able to stand up here, grab onto these two, and then reach for the top. Match onto that. Super solid, nice and easy. And then again, I was like, you know what? There's an orange one right here. Might as well do this one as well. Never done this one before. Able to match onto this, step up, reach back, get the feet over. Do a little piano match right there. Switch the hands. And then here, grab onto that orange one, shift the weight, and then boop. Nice little touch. And then we have this orange one here. This orange one here, absolutely insane. This is apparently in the intended beta where you stick your feet out, grab onto a little bar that unfortunately you can't see, and then you grab onto this. I'm just like trying to get my feet and heels, toes everywhere. And I'm like, okay, I guess this works. I get here. And then I'm like, here, I'm like, there is no way I just did all of that and they expect me to like mantle up right now. And I was like, apparently I was pretty close. I didn't even see, there's an orange hold there that I was apparently really close to, but that one felt really hard. That's why I was like, yeah, that's definitely a V5. But I want to try that one again because it kind of felt good when I got over there. I was like, oh, this like, I feel like I can actually do toe hooks and heel hooks and whatnot. So that felt kind of nice. So I was like, okay, let's see what I can do here. But after that, I was like pretty tired. I was like, I got to finish on a win here. Let me just get this one done. Tail of the tape. Like I said, a lot of black climbs. Honestly, solid session overall. Felt strong today. Hopefully I'll be sore tomorrow. Hope everyone has a good Labor Day weekend if you're watching from America, and enjoy the 3-day weekend if you have it. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on climbing.